Welcome, National Headquarters, here you are. District Governor Kevin, I'm so sorry I couldn't be with you in person this weekend, but we thought the next best thing. So here we are, National Headquarters, and let's bring you all in to have a look round.
Hello to you all and welcome into our main office, just to the right of the reception area. This is where it all happens, our triage centre. Your calls and your emails come into here and we try our very best to deal with them. I'd like to try and think that we are the people who serve the people who serve, and we try to be a support mechanism for you who are doing your bit out in the community. I'm sorry there doesn't seem to be a lot of life in the office looking at it at the moment. Jan is obviously off doing something. Stephanie's not in today. And Martina is just hiding behind her computer over there. So we've got 2 full-time members of staff. That's myself and Jan, and 2 part-time members of staff. That's Martina and Stephanie. And between us, we have about 60 years of service racked up between us all. So there's not much we haven't dealt with over the course of events. Lots of things change, as you know. But I think we try to offer the best service that we can. And those of you who've been up to headquarters, you know what a busy place and a thriving place that it can be right now. Just a little bit on our volunteers. We have a lot of local volunteers who come in and work with the spectacles, and they help us to sort the broken ones, to sort those suitable to move on, to help package them up, because the spectacles will come in all shapes and sizes, with or without cases, with or without cloths, and they do need a lot of work. And again, our grateful thanks to our local volunteers who come in week after week. Some of us have been with us from day one and do a fantastic job of spectacle recycling. We also have about 10 lads from the local school who come in, and as part of their Young Leaders in Service will get involved in spectacle recycling. The youngsters love it because it's part of their environmental issues that they have. They don't think so much about the spectacle side and the sight issue. They're talking about the green planet, and that's something that's very much dear to the heart of the young people right now. The people who come in of a more mature age, shall we say, they're very much focused, if you'll pardon the pun, on the spectacles and the life-changing ability that spectacles have to literally change somebody's life who receive a pair of spectacles for the first time. Here we are in what we call affectionately Jan's cupboard. This is where all our supplies are stored, whether it's pins, clothing, regalia, awards, they're all kept here. Jan is in the main responsible for the shop, the selling of our items to mainly members of Lions clubs who will phone in or come in and collect. Or now, I'm very pleased to announce, we have a brand new online shop. I hope that it's been launched by the time you see this presentation, or if not, it certainly will be within the next few days. So it's a brand new online shop that you'll be available to shop 24/7, and I know some people who are insomniacs do their Lions shopping at 2 o'clock in the morning, but all those orders will come into us via the online shop, and we'll be able to process them and get them out to you. You have the ability now on the new shop to order your items and pay for them, a complete one-stop shop. And here we have our post room. Not very exciting, I'm afraid, but it does at least show you that we do keep costs down on postage. We have a Royal Mail franking machine that allows us to send mail to you a little cheaper than if we were buying postage stamps. And we do still send a lot of items out by post. That can be club supplies. Lots of message in a bottle go out by post to members of the public, and members of the public do cover the cost of postage. So, as I say, not a very exciting picture, but just to show you the area where we send out goods, so you get a feel for what's going on in the building. Here you'll see also at the back of Lions headquarters, my own limousine. Well, no, not exactly. It's a Santa sleigh that we keep here locally. Sometimes we get lots of regalia and things come in from clubs that have sadly closed or are closing. We know we're going to make use of them, so we do try and keep hold of things that we may come to cherish in the future. And so welcome to the Lion's Den, and here you'll find me most days of the week. Many people ask, well, what do you actually get involved with at central headquarters? I think it's fair to say that a lot more has come our way in the way of responsibilities. Things like insurance is now very firmly placed at our door, and we are a triage centre for all matters insurance. And I think perhaps 12 months ago, insurance was quite a dirty word in our organisation, but we seem now, with new brokers, new policies, to have quietened the storm, and we have something that's realistic and is certainly fit for purpose as far as Lions are concerned. Many times I'm involved in sorting out insurance queries and trying to connect people to make sure they get the right answers. Obviously, we're a big support mechanism for all of the council and council officers and our multiple district officers. We try our best to support people like you have with you this weekend. Stuart in his role as a global membership. Obviously, we all have a responsibility for membership, and I'd like to think that we are here if clubs need information, posters, flyers, leaflets, or even something created. We would be able to help and support you on the membership front and recruiting, which is good for all of us. More members mean more service. And also other officers and service projects like the Vision Camera. You'll be hearing a lot more about Vision Camera if you haven't already. And of course, we are trying our best to support that wonderful project as well. The glasses, obviously, we've touched on already. It's quite a big chunk of work involved in the glasses operation, the Recycle for Sight. Obviously, it has now its new standalone website, which is great. And also, the same can be said for Message in a Bottle. And we'll touch on Message in a Bottle as well in a moment. New to us a little bit is marketing, PR, and all that goes with it. That has now come into headquarters. And we are involved in putting together a new members website, which some of you will have already registered for, and I'm grateful. Thank you. Do get involved in that. Do ask for some information. We have a members website just for you as members, but you must actually register for the site. Loads of information on bookcases for you to download, for you to look at, to read through. We will have very shortly a new public website that will be going live, as I say, quite soon. I've mentioned to you the new online shop, which will be coming out in the next few weeks. The ability to purchase items through the shop anytime, day or night. And we will have a new digital magazine that will be hitting you out in probably the next week or two. I'm hoping we can get information out to members on a digital basis rather than all the expense of printing, and that will be going to everyone who has declared an interest in receiving the magazine. Message in a Bottle is very familiar to many of you. Many of your clubs are involved in distributing Message in a Bottle. We do the whole operation from here, from actually creating the bottles themselves through to dispatch and getting bottles out. We've seen a huge increase in the amount of organisations and members of the public that are ringing us directly for a bottle. So it's taken maybe just over 20 years, but the message is definitely out there, and it still does have a huge force within the NHS. There are still people very much engaged with Message in a Bottle, whether it be from the ambulance service, paramedics generally, or hospitals. They are very much engaged with it. It's certainly not come to the end of its life yet, and it's never been as popular. We are distributing so many from headquarters on a daily basis. So if you are involved with Message in a Bottle and you have issues, or you have promotional material that you would like, please come through to us. I'm sure we'll be able to help. Now, I bet you didn't expect to see these pop up. A little bit about our recycling programme generally. You will know, of course, about the spectacles. Do you know that we collect bras and we work closely with Breast Cancer UK? Yes, it creates a great amount of fun, but there is a very serious message there, and we've enjoyed our work with them. They will collect the bras from us, and they generate funds for research, for the cancer research, which is an invaluable thing to be involved with. We obviously are very much involved with hearing aids. It doesn't get mentioned as much maybe as the spectacles, but we are very much engaged with receiving hearing aids, again from clubs, again from members of the public, and we send these off to Dr. Michael Nolan. We have a very close working relationship, who refurbishes them for onward use in other countries. So very much like the Spectacle Project. Again, hugely popular, but don't forget spectacles and hearing aids. We don't want to leave them out. You'll also see on here a couple of other photographs of things that we collect. We are collecting postage stamps, so if you can take the time or trouble to cut out your postage stamps and send them in, we do generate funds. It's not life-changing money, but every little bit helps. And certainly our foreign coins, old notes, if you've been on holiday and stuffed them back of the drawer somewhere at home, let's have them so that we can collect foreign coins. We've found a very, very good coin converter and we can generate funds. We've been supporting the Gift for Living project with the funds from the coins and the stamps, and it's really beneficial. It's a great way of fundraising. You can see here some images of certificates. I've popped them up here just to bring it to your attention that if you would like to thank somebody in your community from your own particular club, if there's somebody in your community that's working hard and you want to thank them, we can create for you a certificate from the club. We can put whatever wording on there that you might like, and it's a great way of putting a Lions logo out in the community, because people very proudly display these certificates, whether it's an optician that's perhaps worked really hard at collecting glasses, whether it's an individual who's worked really hard at supporting you, perhaps at Christmas or perhaps for an event that you put on. If you want to create a way of thank you, then we can do these for you. You just need to get in touch with us, pick up the phone. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Pick up the phone and let us know what you need. We can create these for you. The final picture that you'll see here is obviously we have been supporting a lot of our refugees. We have a lot locally. And I put the call out for some winter clothing, particularly hats and gloves and scarves. And oh my goodness, did Lions respond absolutely brilliantly. I am so grateful that we had so many warm clothes come through. And literally, these families who I've seen firsthand have come into this country with literally no more than a couple of plastic bags of items, personal items. And we had quite a harsh winter in the way of plummeting temperatures, -5s and -6. So they weren't equipped to deal with that. But I'm so grateful we were able to distribute all the warm clothing that you sent in to us. We became a little bit of a hub. We still are. That appeal still stands. Gloves, hats, scarves, which we are distributing to refugees. Again, a wonderful service project, and I'm very proud that our national headquarters can offer service. We're not an administration function anymore. We don't just push papers or emails. We are a service. We're very much involved in the recycling, in the glasses, in message in a bottle. And therefore, I'm very proud to say we are one of only the headquarters around all of the multiple districts throughout the world that are offering service at that level. And as I say, I'm very proud and privileged to be part of that. And so, fellow Lions, thank you for coming around national headquarters, having a tour, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Some of you will know us, some of you will have been here. You'll be delivering glasses or been here for meetings, and for some of you this has been a new experience, which I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for your attention. Again, my apologies for not being with you, but this is Bridget Green from the Lions Den signing out. God bless all.